Reed, hit the beat. State of the state time.
State of the state.
Yeah, state of the state. All right. We were doing a recap December 1st through 7th. Recap December 8th, 2025 is when we're filming. We're pretty much going to be filming the next day at this point, but that's okay. Standings. We'll start with the Wolves here. Crunch time report. That's my Twitter. My Twitter handle. Shout out to Crunch. I just did. Oh, fun little plug. I did another coaching up. I did a Wolves quarterly report. I used to do those last year on. I wrote them up and put them on Twitter. This year, I decided I want to try to make a video, like a super semi-long podcast format, just check in on how the Wolves are doing at the quarter mark. And so yeah, check that out. Don't be too hard on me. It was my first like video like that I've made, but
on YouTube and Spotify.
On YouTube and Spotify. So yeah, if you don't want to watch on YouTube, you can watch and listen on Spotify or just listen. But little tidbits there. Also, another shameless plug for me. I was on the Missing Wolves pod, a live show. I got invited on a live show, and I couldn't believe it. Andrew Dukowitz, friend of the program, asked me to come on, do one of his live shows. He after every Wolves game, he does a live show, and he has guests on. And I was just very lucky to go on, and I had a fun time. So you can still check it out on Hitting the Hardwood. They do a lot of great stuff over there. Yeah, that was fun to do. But it's been a fun week. The Wolves went 3-0 last week. They had a 5-game winning streak, but it ended tonight against the Suns. I don't know if you guys saw that before this. But the Wolves they're streaking, even though we just lost. Some fun wins. How locked in, Ian, are you on Wolves? I know you've been to a Lynx game with me for the 30th with the boys here. Who's your favorite Timberwolves player if you just had to pick one?
Choose your player wisely.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like,
that was a softball.
I wanted to say, like, maybe some other one, like Nas or Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels, dude, I loved when he had the long hair. He looked so cool. Like
he did.
I remember like when I was a kid, I freaking loved Allen Iverson, like his vibe, and I felt like McDaniels was kind of like a more like tamed, like Iverson like look when he had the longer hair. Like, God, that's like what I wanted to look like. Still kind of want to look like, like
dude,
it was like
you could rock it.
The swag is just so strong.
We have such a cool team.
Swag is strong in them. Yeah, we have a really cool team. So those are
I think you would love Joe Ingles. If you don't know who it is, you should just look up a little bit about Joe Ingles on your free time. He's a guy. He's an older veteran on our team. He doesn't play at all, but he only comes in at the end of the games now to do inbounds passes. So he plays like if we need him for like 3 seconds a game, just to inbounds a ball. It's great.
Wow.
He's like he's reached the end of his career, but he's like a very valuable part of our team. Ultimate vibe guy, jokester in the locker room, always pulling pranks on people. Great with the media. Like he's always just has like a good back and forth.
No one's got a better inbound than Joe.
No, dude, Joe's a legend. Like he should have his own, like he should be like brought in like a closer, have his own like closer music, like
an MLB pitcher.
Dude, he is the closer. You need to check out Joe Ingles if you have some free time, Ian. He's right up your alley.
I will check out Joe.
Do you guys got anything, Mitch and Reed, on the Wolves? A great week last week, 3-0. We wanted the sweep, we got the sweep. Lost tonight, tough one. But overall, good vibes. What, do you guys have anything that you saw or anything that?
Nothing much. I can't remember if I mentioned this last week on the pod, but when Ant hit his franchise 30-point game, I put a parlay together and I had bet is over, which was 30.
Here we go. Mitch loves to talk about his parlays. That I don't think he actually hits them. I think it's just
it was the only leg that actually hit. It was like a 7-leg parlay, and that was the only one that hit.
How much money did you make off of that?
Well, $0,
Okay.
but I bet on Ant to get over
You
his 30-point mark, and he did, and it was a historic moment for him. Thought it would be worth mentioning.
Hey, shout out to you.
My favorite part of the Timberwolves is when they win and I see the person post the "Ahoo" and then like all the players going in the edit, and that's my favorite part.
Oh, I love that guy. Oh God, what's his name? On Twitter. We gotta shout him out because he does this. Have you seen that, Ian?
Shabazz Khan,
Mitch, oh, yep.
He
Oh
showed
no,
me.
he does the retweet of it. I think.
Ball of the Wild.
There's this guy who does like every win. The adds another meme basically, and just like it's hilarious. Check it out. Maybe we'll add it in the next one.
Ball of the Wild
Call
on
the
Twitter.
Wild.
Ball.
Love it.
BALL.
Ball of the Wild.
Yep.
Ball of the Wild.
Also, I just saw this. I don't know if it's true or not. Apparently, the Wolves and Ant are pursuing a trade for Kyrie.
That one was
What?
more.
Where'd you get that one at? Sporkle.com?
No, I saw that one.
What
on
does
Twitter
that
too.
mean?
It's
I'm
more
Ant.
widespread than the other Giannis and like trading Jaden McDaniels, all that. Like that was all kind of.
Never gonna happen.
But
Yeah, wait, what were we gonna say, Ian?
Saying trade Ant for Kyrie?
No. Ant and the Timberwolves. Apparently, Ant has been
Oh,
vocal about
why?
like wanting to get Kyrie, and then
Kyrie's pretty
the Timberwolves actually going out and looking to make
I
that
think
trade.
I think Kyrie and Rudy would be too similar of like just like big like thinkers. Like you can't have that many
Get rid of
that many
Rudy.
deep thinkers on one team. So
Get rid
yeah,
of
the
Rudy.
one would have to go. So
Well,
I'm afraid.
That's why you trade the other big thinker.
The big thinker who can't do great all the time.
What if I like him and I think he's a valuable member of this
I like that he's
team?
French. That's about it.
Hey, good on you. Good on you for
I would miss saying the Go Bear.
Gobert. Rudy. Gobert.
Rudy.
He does add a lot to our defense, but sometimes
It's a monumental
it-
amount to our
sometimes you wish he would only play defense.
That would be quite the strategy if we just decided to keep him on the other side of the court. And just go four on.
Like
I wonder if that would be efficient.
just like sub out every time you switch possessions. Just do that.
That would
Then
be
he's
fun.
never playing offense. He's only on defense.
Next, I like that idea. We should email Chris Finch and see if he's thought of that yet and would like to do that. I think it's a good idea.
You like
Next
all my
game's
ideas
for-
today.
Reed, I love your ideas all the time.
Me and Derek argued a lot today on all sorts
I
of
argued a
sports
lot.
things.
Wait, time out. What did we argue about?
F1.
I don't think I was arguing with you.
football.
I was Wait, what were we arguing about?
How
I have a lot of
how
arguments to
Lando
get in
Nor-
about
Lando
sports.
Norris cheated in the last Grand Prix of the year. All four tires
Cheated?
left the course, and the FIA determined that he was within his rights, but the rule book doesn't say that. So that's my
Ian, are you a McLaren guy? I think Ian's a McLaren guy. Or Reed's a McLaren guy.
no. I'm an F.
Reed
I'm a
Johnson.
I'm a Max Verstappen guy. Is what I am.
See, this is the thing though.
Honda
Like,
guy.
okay, cool. I'm a Ferrari. I'm Team
Honda.
Ferrari. So
Does Honda have a car?
No, but they make motors
ooh, so you're a fan of everybody. I
or
love that.
engines, I guess you'd call them.
You're the fan of the engineers. I guess I was agree. Like, to circle back to that, I know it's like we're bringing an offline thing online, and the listeners are gonna be like, "Why does this matter?" But I'm sorry that you felt like I was arguing with you. I wasn't really. I was just like saying, "Hey," I was giving you another perspective. I actually
That's-
don't know anything about it.
Arguing isn't bad. I think arguing can be okay. We have civil arguments.
Yeah, it was great. I wasn't even disagreeing with you. I agreed with you with the ruling, but I think it's fun when there's like mess ups. But you think it's deeper than that. You think,
I think
they wanted him to win because of gambling. In that case, I don't know. I don't want to believe that because I don't want sports to feel like it's like inauthentic. And like, what's the point? Why do we watch it? Why do we care? You know, I don't want that. I want the vibe. I want to feel something. And then sometimes in a world where you don't feel anything at all.
Anyway, moving on.
The Wolves. In that note, the Wolves
That's a good
Monday.
producer.
There we go. Gotta keep me in line. They lost to the Suns today. Friday, they have another chance, 2 chances to go to win the week, which we've had. I think we've won every single week, haven't we? Friday at Golden State and Sunday versus the Kings. Should we move on to the Skullum report? I'm gonna wear this every time there's a win. Skull.
Hold on. I'll just wait.
Me and Mitch a couple weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, made a deal that if JJ threw for more than 160 yards, he would wear
he did that.
a helmet.
Oh, he
And it
hasn't
was
worn it.
actually
He
the
hasn't.
helmet
So,
that Derek is wearing, but the helmet he's putting on now, I 3D printed before I went to a preseason game this year. And Derek wore in our
Wow.
I
week
did.
one
That thing is really
video.
swampy. So good luck. My head's already hot on this one.
Hold on, I gotta get
This
the
one's made out of
headphones on
genuine.
before I put this on.
This one's made out of genuine elk fur. Oh, actually,
There we go.
reindeer fur.
That looks good on you, Mitch.
Ha ha ha.
It kind of
Deal's a
does,
deal.
actually.
Yeah.
Dude, what if it got stuck on your head forever?
This is why I chose not to wear a Bears jersey
think-
this episode. I knew I had to do this.
I think you're a Viking.
No.
Dude, yeah, you look Nordic.
Honorary Viking for the night.
I mean, I am
Yeah.
Danish, so
Mhm.
part Danish, so a little bit.
That's adjacent. That's not Nordic, but we'll allow you in there.
What are you talking about? That's where the original Vikings came from.
Danish?
Denmark, yeah,
Finland.
and Finland. All those northern European.
Wait, time out.
countries.
Is it? Okay, wait, maybe I'm way off here.
Where
I
did you
thought the Danish were the or not the Netherlands. Yeah, the Netherlands.
Those are the Danish, the Netherlands.
Is that not part
But
of like
the Netherlands
Scandinavia?
is part of Denmark,
The Netherlands?
aren't they?
The Dutch.
Yeah, you're
People
thinking-
from the Netherlands are called the Dutch.
The
Okay,
Danish
so the
and the
Danish
Dutch
or the
hate each
is
other.
Denmark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Danishes are like sweet treats.
Yeah, and Legos. Come on, guys. Ian
Time out.
knows. Ian knew. Ian was following me the whole way.
I'm German, so
Yeah.
and French.
All right, Mitch knows this up.
Thank
It
you.
is Denmark. You're right. It is Denmark. So that would be Scandinavian. Dude, why did I think Danish was from the Netherlands? Which is Netherlands part of Scandinavia?
No, Scandinavia is its own thing, isn't it? Aren't you the history teacher here? This is your thing.
Hey, always learning, always learning. See, no, the Netherlands is not part of Scandinavia. It's not. See, I learned something new today. I knew this part, but I didn't know I thought the Danish were Netherlands.
That's the
Dude,
Dutch.
The
And
Dutch.
the Danish and the Dutch
Dutch.
hate each
I
Their
other.
knew that.
language is Dutch.
See, I knew this, dude.
You ever
That's
watch
crazy,
Austin
man.
Powers?
Great.
Yeah,
Danish are the
I love
or
Austin
the
Powers.
Danes.
These guys are too young for Austin Powers, I think.
I've just
I say
never
that.
watched
They're like
it,
they're just a
but
couple
I'm not too
years younger
young
than
for
us.
it.
Get in my belly. I'm bigger than you.
$1 million.
That's such a closer. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you
Do
guys
that.
got
That's-
enough.
That's the whole. That's the whole trilogy.
That's pretty much it.
Skullum report here. Vikings get a win, huge one. Are they 5-8 now? Let's go.
Maybe.
5-8, still fourth in the NFC North, but improving. We're on the up and up. Commanders.
Are we making
Offense.
playoffs?
Dude. If we run the table,
We got to win out.
we have to win out. We're still in the hunt.
And then are we a wild card or are we like in?
No, we'd be a wild.
We'd be a
We'd
wild
wild
card.
card. I want to
would
be a
have to let us
wild
in.
card, baby. Yeah, they would have to listen. They can't deny us at the door.
Yeah.
You guys can make an 06 Giants run style.
Yeah, anything's possible, as Kevin Garnett would say.
Your dog?
Okay. Yeah, Kevin Garnett. Offense, it looks simple. Remember, we talked about simple. We talked about just Reed literally brought this up a couple episodes ago. Play the clip. Can we put the clip in here? That's good. No, I have to edit that. No, I don't want to do that. Let's not put the clip in there. But let's post the clip of Reed saying they need to just go and play
football like your kids again.
Play football like in the backyard. And Kevin O'Connell was talking about this week, and boy did they ever! And it was so much fun. It was simple. It was just efficient. It was just like going back there and playing some like Thanksgiving turkey bowl football, and it was great.
His whole message was make your 16-year-old self proud. You know, play like what you would have wanted your 16-year-old self to play like, and that's what they did. That's what I said to do.
I think this could make Sideline Vibes moment of the year, or a vibe moment of the year, coaching a moment of the year, if things turn around. Mark that down. Mark that down, people. If we go on a run here, we can look back at Reed just saying we gotta get back to the simple parts of it, and KOC making that adjustment.
Make Reed coach.
Yeah. I think KO just watches the pod.
Get him on the roster.
I think he does. He definitely watches us right now.
KO definitely watches the pod.
Yeah.
Like
he likes Kevin.
There's so many little things, so many little things that he said or JJ said that it just like ties back to what I said. I'm like,
you're just dialed in though.
I know ball.
You know ball. Defense, bricked up. Wow, they were bricked up for sure. They locked it down. I would say the overall vibe of the team is. I'm hopeful again. I'm hopeful again.
Wait, did you just change the vibe? I had the vibe written in there. What was it before?
No, there was no vibe. It said there was zero vibe there.
No.
Do you remember my chart, Derek? How it kind of like there was two charts. It could either just go down, or it could come back up. We're on that.
We're on the come up. We're on the come up, baby. We're on the come up.
On
the come up. It said hopeful, or they had nothing in there, so I just wrote hopeful. What did it say?
I put in the vibe for the Wild, not for the Spikes. My bad.
Nice. Can we revisit the graph soon? I know you stopped the graph, Reed. I think you got to bring the graph back.
Maybe next week, if I have time. I've been busy at work, so.
Oh, here's a question for you guys. This was 2 weeks ago, but we didn't cover it last week because we were just depressed about the Vikings, and it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. We weren't in the right headspace, but now we are. People were hating so much on Justin Jefferson about not answering questions after the game. Do you think athletes, this is a question for everybody. Do you think athletes, do you think it's okay for athletes to not answer questions after a game?
Yes.
You get one buyout.
They shouldn't have to.
One buyout.
They shouldn't get fined for not answering questions. I think it's like the questions anyways are just dumb. They're the same questions every single week, and it's all designed to make them say something that's clickbaity or emotional so that they can get clicks. And everybody's so media trained now that the answers are always the same generic answers, and it's just not entertainment anymore. So let them just go and sulk in their sadness.
I think the players should have to do a podcast afterwards.
I respect what you said there, Reed, and I agree with a lot of it. However, as a sports viewer and a sports fan, and these people getting paid a whole pile of money to go play a game, I want to hear about that experience of being able to go play that game a little bit. And I do agree, like our sports reporters gotta themselves step out of the motions and try to, stop going through the motions and start creating something different. I don't know, think a little bit harder about the questions you're going to ask that day. I know it's hard because oftentimes I think about it myself, like, what, this is so boring. What could they ask? And I do try to think, and not gonna lie, I find it hard to kind of come up with some better questions sometimes.
It is tough. It would be tough.
Yeah.
I think some questions they could ask,
I'd like to hear about the athletes.
Yeah, I think especially for sure when things are going bad, instead of asking like, why is it going bad? The athletes usually don't. I will say they either don't want to say because it's baiting them, or they truly just don't know, which is okay. That's okay not to know like what's going on. Like there could be a lot of things and they just don't know what, like maybe they're just not playing hard. And so it's like, what do you guys say to that? What I think they could ask, this would be kind of fun. It'd be like, how are you feeling, Justin Jefferson? Like like are you what or like asking him like during this tough time, like what are some ways you're finding like some joy in what you're doing from day to day? Like questions like that I feel like are trying to just like figure out how the player is doing in their mindset. Because I feel like that really opens the player up to maybe wanting to like share more. But when they come into the locker room, that's the reason why a lot of these players don't want to do interviews after a game, because they get one, asked the same thing over and over again. Two, they probably just are not in the right headspace to want to answer questions that are designed to try to make them look bad. And so instead of doubling down on that bad vibe, like they just go, well, I'm not going to do it this week. But there's been times where athletes don't do the questions and it's been a win. They just don't have anything to say.
I personally,
Marshawn Lynch.
yeah, I'm here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
I
But, like-
personally think that reporters do need to do a way better job, because they truly do ask questions to get the clickbaity title for their stories, and it's also a part of the grind for sports reporting, because that grind is hard and I could never do that. And like their whole job relies on the fact that they get views, they get clicks, and like and they're not paid well anyway to begin with, so they got to try to generate that. So I have a little lenience on that, but I think the way they frame and pose the question, I think, could be spun in a more positive way. You could ask Jefferson, like, what is something that you felt went right out there today? Like, and then you start stringing those questions together and start building. And maybe he perks up and then he's a little bit more open with the reporters, and maybe he still keeps the media training on, but he's able to open up and discuss a little bit more with you about some of the things that didn't go so well. Like you sandwich your questions together. Like start off with some easy softball, feel good questions, and then work into the meat of it. Don't just start off like, why don't you like what was the mood on the, why was your mood so piss poor on the sideline? Like he's not gonna respond to that first question out the gate. That's terrible. It's a terrible question to start. What are we doing?
Do you know who does a great job? And I'm not trying to be biased here. The Timberwolves reporters.
Yeah.
They do, like, Andrew is an awesome guy, and Dane, awesome. Britt, been there forever. Like all those guys, you know their names, but I mean, I know them at least. Maybe you guys probably don't. It's okay. Maybe I'm just really dialed in. But they do a great job of answering or asking questions, but also like I don't remember a time where the players just didn't want to do an interview with them. Like that shows good like rapport, I feel like, and that shows good like they know how to ask good questions. So maybe maybe the Vikings guys, I don't really know them that well, I guess, but I'm sure they're great people if they're living in Minnesota. Everyone in Minnesota is nice. So I don't know. It's It's a sticky situation, but I'm okay either way. Of course, I'm always going to sit on the fence. I can argue both sides. Next game for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, sorry, next game for the Vikings is the Dallas Cowboys. Overall vibe, redemption.
That one I did put in there. If you want to change that one, in the moment I was like, yeah, redemption, you know. But I don't know.
Who redeeming
yourselves
from the Herschel Walker trade?
No, just for yourselves, your season. You have a chance to make the playoffs. You're on a redemption run here. Yeah, you're silencing all the haters that said you were done and out and you were going for a top pick in this next year's draft.
I'm just hopeful for the future after seeing this week. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like we're going to the Super Bowl, but I'm also excited. I'm just taking it week by week.
We proved that we can be an effective offense with the right play calls and the right people out on the field. Yeah. And I think that's the best
we're
part
just
of the
guys
week.
on the couch, though. We're guys on the couch. What do we know?
Look at us. You
can't
just say that it was a bad, it was a bad team because we beat the Lions. So
Good point. Good point there, Ian. Good point, Reed. Good point Mitch. That blue or purple looks good on you.
Yeah,
So,
can we
it'll be a fun
wrap
game.
up the Skullum report so I can take this thing off?
I think we should do a full Skullum report. I think we should do
No.
a skull while Mitch has that on.
I did the Skull chant to start. I'm not doing it again.
I
Okay,
can't believe you did that.
as a Vikings fan, I might get destroyed for this, but I don't like the skull chant, and I think it was a completely utter. I mean, it's just like you just kind of look so silly, kind of just doing this.
Have you ever been there? Have you ever been to a Vikings game?
Yeah, I've been to a Vikings
Okay.
game. Yes, I've
do you-
skull chanted.
You get into it.
I've done the whole 9 yards.
It's awesome.
Skull. Skull.
Outside of the game, it's a little corny. Inside the game, electric.
All right, touche. I'll give you that one. But
I agree. I agree with. I agree with Reed there.
When it was the Packers, and
Oh.
they went back, they're just like, oh,
that hurt me a little bit.
Oh, it's like, guy, what are you doing to yourself? Like,
yeah. It's hard to have anything that's physical, like branded to you, like that, because then it's just gonna be made fun of. If other teams are like smoking you,
Hey, Reed.
you have to keep it close. You gotta keep it simple.
Fair down.
Rawr. You should do that.
They were making fun of
do it
me
that way.
for this weekend because one of their coworkers at the city learned that the Bears version of the skull chant is like bear down, and then we do the paw. So
He's like,
You guys
why,
do that
why do you
out in
say
public?
bear
Do you actually do that?
down?
I like this. I'd rather do this.
Yeah, bear down.
And growl.
It's like
No.
talk to the hand.
No,
Talk to the hand.
it's just bear down, and then we're done. That's
The
it.
growl was made up by Ryan.
Love that.
Row. That's a tiger.
That's pretty good.
I've been working my sound effects, my animal sounds.
That should be a new Tigers thing. You should start doing that on the sideline.
I should. We have a growl on our video board thing that we have, but they never run it. I feel like when I retire from coaching, I'm just going to do full production I'm going to do play-by-play and just like really go hard on the sideline for them at home games. Speaking of going wild, let's talk about the Minnesota Wild. A little scrappy.
Let's talk about the
scrappy
Wild.
bunch of lads. Scrappy bunch of lads. 15-9-5. Is that the record? I might have.
Boys won
not-
tonight.
Oh yeah, putting
Oh, they
pucks on the
finally
net.
That was
did.
pucks in the net.
Putting pucks on the net. Who'd they beat? No, 16-9-5.
Seattle Kraken.
La Kraken.
Yeah, when I updated that record, Derek,
Is
we
Will
hadn't,
Morgan still
we
on
hadn't
the?
won yet. What?
Is Will
Unknown.
Ian might know. Unknown. Shout out to Will Borgen. He used to play for the Kraken he was either on the Kraken or still on the Kraken. Anyways, 16-9-5. We're third right now in the division. Did you think we're going to be third in the division, Ian, this year?
No,
At this
well,
point?
no.
Okay.
I thought maybe we would be not in this way. How we got to where we're currently at.
Sure.
Which is pretty revolutionary.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty sweet.
Last week, the Wild went on their Canadian tour. They won in Edmonton, lost in Calgary. Probably shouldn't have lost that game, apparently. And then lost in Vancouver. Also shouldn't have lost that game. Reasons why we shouldn't have lost that game.
They're bottom teams in the league.
Oh.
Well, not
Doesn't
bottom.
that kind of just happen all the time, though, in hockey? I feel like everyone just loses to everybody randomly.
It's really accurate.
It's all about putting pucks on net.
Well, we shouldn't be
It's all
losing to
about
bad
putting
teams.
pucks on that.
It's like, would some teams just put pucks on net more than others during a certain time? And like that last week was not our pucks on net week. But we started off this week hot with the pucks on net against Seattle, You just got to keep putting the pucks on the net,
Oh yeah.
Now, my big question here, and then I saw a tweet here from Michael Russo. You guys familiar?
Yes.
You guys familiar with Michael Russo? He's like a wild writer kind of guy. He does other stuff too, I'm pretty sure. But he said the Minnesota Wild are down to 26th in the NHL in goals for, 78 in goals per game. Krill and Boldy have 42.3%, 33 of the 78 goals. My question for you guys is, can the Wild maintain a winning pace despite their goal differential? Because we're at, I think, +1. Well, I don't know what we're at now, but before the game tonight, we were +1. Out of all the teams that were kind of in the top part of the standings, they have the Avalanche, for example, are like +100 and something. They're like a whole nother level. Does that really matter at this point of the year? Or is it kind of just like putting pucks on net and winning games?
Mitch will tell you,
Oh.
goal differential does not matter. Winning is all that matters.
Correct.
Okay. Because we got the Wall of St. Paul. We have the guys. We have the boys. We got Gus Bus. We got Kirill.
As long
I
as
feel like we have Kirill, you have Anthony Edward. It's like the same, two of the same. As long as we have Kirill,
as long as your locker room has great vibes and your wins are higher than your losses, the rest of the stats you can throw them out and burn them.
I love it. I love it.
They call that puck luck.
Puck luck.
Derek. Yeah,
so we have bad. Are you saying we have
of
bad puck luck right now, or okay?
No,
puck
well,
luck?
no, not right now. But I mean, I feel like Minnesota's known for bad puck luck.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
But
all of our puck luck goes to the high school boys.
Yeah, I had a theory for a long time that like Minnesota pro hockey would never be great at pro hockey because there's like way too much weight on the shoulders of the athletes. Like they come here and they're like, oh shit. They're like, dude, these fans, there's no more engaged fans other than maybe Edmonton, and they're dealing with the same stuff. You know, like they can put a team together, but can you imagine going to the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row and losing twice to the same team? Like that's unacceptable. Like it's straight up, it's just unacceptable. Like if you lost the first time in the Stanley Cups, you should come back and win. Like, I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but like I would, story-wise and like the human side of things, you should have so much
You should have
rage.
more of chip. Yes, 100%.
Yes, you should have such a chip on your shoulder and like spent the whole summer trying to understand why you lost and whatever, and then they make it back for round 2 and then lose again. Like poor McDavid. I feel bad for that guy.
I feel bad
You know
for
what?
him too.
I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah,
that dude, I mean, talk about a great like entertainer. You know, like you said, Derek, he wears his heart on his sleeve. I'm a big fan of that. Like, and he gives it. You know, that's hockey. It's not a one man band, and they have an incredible team they've got together there. But yeah. But anyway, back to Minnesota though. Yeah, I hope we can stay tough. That's a big thing in hockey too. Regular season's just like skill fest, you know? Like who's got the best skill gonna win a game? You get to like playoff hockey. Skill is like one aspect of all these other things that kind of get involved, and that's there's a physicality element and being able to be tough. Like who is it? The one Kachuk guy. Like he had a hernia and like a broken rib or something and played a game or 2 or 3 games with all that happening to him.
Jesus.
You know? Yeah, they're freaking like crazy. They're nuts.
Yeah, they are. Hockey players are a different breed.
Different, yeah.
I'm so glad you said this, Ian. You said that that we like maybe Wild fans put too much pressure on, and this theory, our first episode we did
podcast, right? Kind of
exactly the changing the narrative of Minnesota sports fandom, making it that we puts. I said this in the first episode. I'm pretty sure, like pretty much the same thing. Like we might put too much pressure on our athletes, and I think it's felt. You're like, oh, they make a bunch of money, period of time they should be able to handle. They're professional athletes. I think you go to games and you can feel the anxiety in the stadium when things are starting to go bad and like we're maybe losing it. You can feel like people go, oh, like crap, are we going to blow this lead? This is another Minnesota. Like I think that and it gets carried. That energy, I believe so much in that energy can get transferred. Like your vibe can get transferred to people who have nothing to do with you, just by like their performance. Sports performance is a lot of like momentum and a lot of like mental
Yes.
energy. And so if and it's contagious, like it's a human nature thing, is like if you feel like that you feel the anxiety around you, you're going to feel more nervous. And I couldn't agree more with that. And that's that's funny that you said that, because it's just like full circle moment of like 25th episode. We got back to that. That's so funny. But yeah, that pressure. I think now, just to give Wild fans some hope here, because if you think about like Anthony, it takes a special person, like for the Wolves to get over like that hump of just disappointment. Like Anthony Edwards, for example, like he took that on. He does not care at all about what,
Dude,
like,
he's got some of the hardest tweets.
yeah, like
Yeah.
he doesn't care
Like
at
statements.
all
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the history and the pressure. Like pressure does not exist to him. He doesn't like. It takes a special person like that to be able to work through that, and like you see the results. Like they don't care about that. That doesn't affect them, and like you see the shift in the vibe. Wolves fans are pretty different though from like other Minnesota sports fans, I think, because all we've known is just bad. We don't know what good is, or heartbreak.
Yeah.
We haven't had a heartbreak. Uh, like Wild fans, you can be excited because Krill is kind of like Anthony Edwards in a way. I feel like like they're not like large. He's not maybe as like vocal. But I think they're both like very reserved in their own ways. And
I
Krill
think
is like
Krill did one of his first like on screen like interviews the other game, like in
Mhm.
between periods with Kevin Gorg.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
like he's
that was
just
one of
like,
the first ones he's ever done.
but like Ant doesn't do a bunch of stuff like outside of basketball, like that kind of stuff. Like he gets asked to do a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff because he's like Ant, like he's
Dude,
cool.
Ant's the coolest dude ever.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
well, I mean, just like he also just straight entertainer. Just I
Yeah,
am who I am, accept me. You
yeah.
know,
And
freaking
Krill's
love Ant.
I think Krill's kind of like that too, but like in a different way, in a weirdly different way. Like all the things like him cutting his skates a different way, like the
Oh
top parts of
yeah,
it, like the
yeah.
glove part, like things that he just like is unique to him that he wants to do. He's kind of quirky in that way, and he's just phenomenally like talented. And if you surround him with the right guys, like you can see this year, like things are happening. Things are happening. Things are cooking, and it's kind of a fun team. And vibes are moving in the right direction after last year, where it was just like it felt like bad luck, no puck luck, and a lot of
No
injuries.
puck luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I'm so glad you brought that up. People,
I'm so
Wild
glad you
fans,
guys are trying to change the narrative.
dude, it's so fun. I've
We
enjoyed
even got a
this so
Bears
much.
fan trying to do it.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
great, dude. Bears fans, like we talked about that like the first episode too. It's
Yeah.
like it's so fun to like watch sports from like this. I don't know. I've been like that before. Like I just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna have existential dread every Sunday if the Vikings lose a game. It's okay.
I did
It's
have some
not.
existential dread last night.
You shouldn't have though. That's why I texted you. I was like, hey, that was fun. This has been a fun year.
Yeah.
The fact that that game was relevant, that Bears Packers game, for the first time in many, 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 many years.
Yeah.
You should be proud of that. And it came down to one play.
I definitely I wasn't as upset as week 1 when we lost to the Vikes. But
that was more because you were talking a lot of crap, and then you wanted to win that game so bad, and it was going so well, and you were talking so much crap, and we were in person, and then you had to go on a live show right after.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yep. It was great. It was a great moment for me. Woo. But no. It wasn't as bad as that one. It still hurt, but it was taken in stride.
Well, should we move on to the Frost year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be
Hooray.
cool.
I don't
in a
know
couple
if you're
weeks.
familiar, Ian, but the Frosts are going for a freeze Pete.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dude, we are big Frost heads in here.
Oh yeah.
Frost 2-2 last week. They win in Ottawa 5-1, 35 saves for the. We have to come up with a nickname for Nicole Hensley. Kind of like Gus Bus and the Wall of St. Paul. We'll workshop some stuff for you, Nicole. And Grace and Dominique both with a goal. Huge win here over, I would say, kind of like a founding franchise rival in Ottawa. And then they lost to Boston. We got a score on that one?
We lost 1-4.
We lost to Boston 1-4. So 2-2 on the year. Now, I'm not familiar, I guess, with the vibe of the league towards the Frost, but I have heard that they're not a huge. People do not like the Frost. They hate us because they ain't us. That's what that should be our motto this year for the Frost. They hate us because they ain't us.
Hashtag freeze
That's
P.
just
Hashtag they hate
freeze
us
P.
'cause they
Let's
ain't
be
us.
obnoxious. Can we be obnoxious about the Frost? And just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
just become the biggest trolls, not of the Frost, but like trolls for the rest of the teams in the league. Because this is our one opportunity to really hop on this wagon here and like feel like we are like,
We're better.
you know, like the Patriots used to feel like. Patriots fans probably felt like that. Those smug, like, you're just mad because you don't win. I want to feel like that. And that's what I feel like right now with the Frost.
Let's just say when Boston comes to Minnesota, their tea gonna be frozen because it's gonna get frosty. Boom.
Dude.
Oh.
Oh,
I actually thought you were cooking that. You were cooking there for a second, then you kept going. You had them. Like, their tea is gonna get. Hopefully, they liked iced tea because.
Hopefully they like their tea iced.
Yeah,
It's
see
getting
that. See,
frosty.
yeah,
because they're about to get iced.
they're about to get. Yeah, dude.
That's better. I can't get it right off the cuff 100% the first time.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on
hard.
now.
Live
Things take
production's hard.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't
It's
done
tough.
stand up yet.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I would have left.
Oh, that should be our fantasy punishment. Go do stand up with jokes other people write.
Oh, that'd be great. That's actually that's
Dude,
brilliant. Okay, so we have
That
so-
would be incredible.
a side tangent. We do a fantasy football league where the highest point scorer gets to choose two teams in the NFL to kick out, and you can't like start players on those teams. So we're starting like my brother started Shador Sanders at quarterback because there was no other quarterbacks that were like available to start. So he's like, I gotta start Shador. So we're talking about fantasy punishment, and the one we have right now is I hate it. Derek hates it. I hope you hate it.
I saw it on Twitter and I suggested it, and it's got a majority of votes of a yes. And it's that you have to go and donate sperm and check yes that you want the kid to contact you when they're 18.
Oh, dude, no.
Thank you.
That's
You can't.
it's fancy
you can't
football.
do
It's not
that.
that. That's
You can't
ridiculous.
do that. Yeah,
That's what
that
I
poor
said. I was like,
kid-
that's life changing.
that
for a
kid
lot of
doesn't want
people.
to. That kid doesn't want to know that they lost fantasy and that's why they're alive. That kid doesn't want to know that. Is that what you want, Reed? Huh? You
I
want to be
think
a
I think my
fantasy
kid would be very
loser's
happy to be
child?
alive.
You want to be a loser of fantasy's child? No.
The only issue with that is that not everybody in our league would get accepted to donate sperm. So
Diabetic. Probably don't want those
Yeah,
genetics going
Mitch is the
around.
number one diabetic sports podcaster in the world. I don't know if you knew that.
Now you know, Ian.
Then that's cool.
No, it's unofficial. I don't know. There's probably some diabetics out there that sports.
he started
podcast.
his own club, diabetic fan club of Mitch Trubisky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and Jay Cutler, we
I'd like a
meet every
shirt.
week.
And Jay Cutler. Yeah.
We'll get you a shirt.
Yeah,
Once-
we'll get you some
Once
merch.
Jay's
That'd
out
be
of jail,
sweet.
we'll get you a shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys gotta get some merch.
Yeah.
Dude, we would have some sick stuff. I was gonna break out my Sasquatch merch, but like as I'm sitting, like you wouldn't been able to see it, so I'm still rocking it. I'm still rocking that one long sleeve I have. I need to get some more.
Back to
Thanks,
the
Derek.
Frost. They hate us because
Alright,
they hate
back to
us.
France.
And
hate
we're
us 'cause
gonna
they
run
hate
the
us.
league.
Let's
It'll
go.
be great.
Let's take him down.
Freeze Pete.
Freeze Pete. Hashtag Freeze Pete on 3. 1, 2, 3. Freeze Pete.
Freeze Pete.
Next game Friday versus Boston at home.
At home.
No, next Friday. Next Friday, 19th.
Yeah, December
Let's take 'em
19th.
down.
That's when they're playing, not next Friday.
Yeah, yep, December 19th. We're gonna skip over off-season vibes just because this will be a long episode and there's really not a lot to cover. We'll cover that stuff next episode. Sound good?
Okay.
So Ian, vibe of the week. We say a feeling that we have and then equate it to something. It could be sports related or something that you just want to share that either makes you feel that way or it captures your vibe. That's kind of where we've gone with this. So, for example, if my vibe of the week was I feel goofy, and I just I see this video that I found, this is funny, or I feel goofy because this story happened. Just us sharing our feelings of the week.
I love that.
Yeah, we'll have let's have Reed. Do you want to tip
I
us
don't
off
have
here?
any. I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm
Reed has no vibes.
I'm emotionless this week. I just
Okay. Reed is locked in this week. Okay. Mitch, do you want to share your vibe
Yeah.
of the week?
Yeah, I'm feeling festive. We'll stick with festive. I'm also feeling a little giving, but mainly festive. I've got presents coming in from Black Friday purchases and gifts for people that mean a lot to me. So that's what. Also, Reed, should I tell him?
no.
I'm so excited to get my
No.
gift.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway, yeah,
Well-
I'm feeling festive. It's the holidays. There's snow on the ground in Minnesota. It's December. Everyone's like, ugh, the snow, it's so cold. Meh, meh, meh. I'm like, nah, this is like pretty snow. It's all fluffy and pretty, and there's Christmas lights everywhere. It's amazing.
Says the guy who doesn't have to scoop the driveway.
Well, yes, but
Dude, I
Man,
got a
it's
push
a
plow.
workout.
Yeah. Dude, it is good. It's good. You get some steps. You get
That's a
some
great
upper
workout.
I
body.
will say, if there was a second shovel, I did offer. I was like, "Is there a second shovel?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, well."
I'm about to bake it into his contract.
Mm.
Mitch, you got to clear the driveway.
You should take turns. Oh, yeah, they live together, so this is great. So this is part of roommate court. Sometimes I'm going to settle their. So okay.
I feel like this
Should we
is.
do a roommate
I
court?
was gonna ask. I was like, are these guys in the same room or like?
Yeah.
I just can't. Are
He's
you?
right there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're right. They're like
It's funny because like you guys are sitting opposite of each other, but like,
oh my god, we're breaking the fourth wall right now.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
whoa,
Whoa.
Yep.
Dude.
Oh my god! I don't understand this camera movement though. Why did he come off?
Yeah, he's
I don't get
going left
that.
to right.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, it's mirrored.
Oh, it's
Because if I
weird.
have to look at myself, I'm going to look at it the way I'm used to looking at myself.
But Mitch isn't mirrored.
No, Mitch is
No.
normal.
That's why it's so weird.
Because I'm watching
Got
it.
it, okay.
Reed was able to put the Discord thing on the TV, so I don't look like I'm looking over there. Because then that's what happened last episode.
Oh.
I just kept looking over there because that's how I could see it. So instead, I'm looking at the TV, and the phone's like right in front of the TV. Like the phone's like right there. So
Got it.
I could mirror him if you want.
that's okay.
No, this is great. I was just trying to understand how you all had it laid out. That's pretty impressive.
Derek's been to
Yeah.
the house, so he like understands how it's all set up. But obviously,
Yeah.
you've never been to Reed's house, so
Me- I'm a
That's funny.
foreigner.
Yeah, true.
The one time I've been to Marshall, it was excellent. I would
Yeah.
love to come whoop it back up in Marshall.
Yeah, we got some corn
You
down
could-
here.
You could throw on the old skates
Corn
and
fed.
skate around Red Baron, and then go down to the Blur and slurp down a couple lattes and a couple shots.
Help read shovel.
Yeah, we'll help him shovel. You guys gotta get. I recently got since moving to the new abode, a plow, one of those plow ones. Oh, dude, you guys gotta get one of those.
My issue is that there's so much ice that my shovel doesn't do anything, my snowblower doesn't do anything because there's just so much ice. So I need to borrow my dad's ice chopper, and then once that's all taken care of, now it's just snow. So
no, see, this is what you learn as a homeowner. Sometimes you can't control that, and you just have to let it. You just have to let it ride out. By the end of this week, if you have one or two warm days, that ice is all going to be gone. And if you're really worried about it, throw down a little bit of salt, and you can get rid of that ice real quick. But I wouldn't spend any physical strain trying to get rid of that ice because it's going to come and go all year long. You got to maintain just by chipping away at the top. You chip away at the top, just like the snowplows do in town. They just chip away at the top. The ice was going to go away. So don't spend too much bandwidth. Don't spend too much physical power on that. Just put pucks in the net. Just keep it simple.
You got Ian doing TikTok dances in the bottom.
I was gonna say Ian is like visually interpreting what Derek is saying to read, and it's great.
We got to put that on top of the Renegade.
Yes,
Renegade.
So Reed, do you actually want me to help you scoop?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is why Reed didn't have a vibe this week.
I'm exhausted.
Vibeless. He's so vibeless because
this weekend was so
mad about
long. This weekend was so long.
We spent 23 and a half hours in a hockey rink over the weekend, so.
Okay, they have to do.
What were you doing?
Filming.
Yeah, we do live streams for youth hockey. Yeah, and then we also had our
Youth Hockey Hub.
Yeah, Maha.
No, like the
Studio One
Productions. They do a full production of youth hockey games all weekend.
Let's see, how many camera angles do we have?
8 cameras.
8 cameras.
Like live.
We do live replay.
Board op. Yeah.
Yeah, you should look up. I bet some of the games still on there probably.
Yeah, you can send them the link.
You have to look it up. They have quite the production over there. It's so
we're
fun.
a little bit better than live.
That is cool.
It is like a very unique, like other town, like Wyzetta was here because it's like this is such a unique experience. Like they put it up on the board too, so you have a giant video board there, and they like have the replays show up right away on the board, so the kids are just like looking up at the board, like, oh, look at that, was so sick. Like it feels like they're in an NHL game, but it's Marshall.
Yeah, we do. So back in 2020, Alaska shut everything down. So their junior hockey team, the Fairbanks Ice Dogs, they had a couple players that were from Marshall, and they're like, hey, we have this really cool arena. If, you guys work out a deal, maybe you can come down and play. So they spent their season in Marshall playing at the Red Baron, and ever since then, they come back for a game series once a year. So we were also filming that. So Saturday, we were at the Red Baron at 7 a.m. for youth hockey, and then 7 o'clock rolled around and Ice Dogs were playing.
Yeah, we were there from 7 a.m. to about 10:15 p.m.
Yeah.
You paid hourly?
Yeah. Yep.
Thank God.
It's not a ton. It's not like a huge wage, but
we had like a 2-hour break in between some of the youth tournament games. Some of us may have taken a nap.
I would. Hell yeah.
Nobody grinds harder than Studio One.
Yeah, it was good though. But yeah, we're both kind of wiped.
And that's kind of how I met them, because Bailey used to work for Studio One. She's still on the payroll, and now I'm on the payroll part time, for fun select games, or if they need
baseball
someone who just
color commentator.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I also do the baseball color commentator stuff now. But yeah, that's how I met these guys through that. It's kind of fun.
Little background.
Ian, do you have a vibe of the week?
I'm going to piggyback off Mitch, and I don't want to change my answer because it's so fitting and appropriate. I'm feeling festive, but I'm also feeling bright. So I'm festive and bright. That's how I'm feeling.
Let's go. Yeah. Any reason, or just feeling it?
I mean, we got snow. There's more snow coming this week. I'm a big snow guy. I mean, Mitch and I are on the same wavelength, vibes, right? But yeah, the Vikes won. We think that's a good thing.
Yeah. I always like winning.
As long as they win out. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we could have taken that first round draft pick or
I don't
something.
think it'll affect our draft pick that much though.
But it,
And
but
even
it
if it
could,
does,
like one
like-
pick can make a huge difference.
Even if it does though, how often do our draft picks hit anyways? So
Yeah, but sometimes they it go. This is like what happened.
Sometimes they're big hits,
Sometimes big hits, and you go, "Wow!" If the Vikings and every Vikings sour grape fan is going to be like, "If we didn't win this game in 2025,
Josh
we would have
Dobbs
had
keeping us from getting
we would
A.
have had Henry Mc Big Balls, and he's the number one tight end of all time, and we are so cursed." That's how it would go. You know it. You know it. So just enjoy the process. Enjoy the moment.
You're right,
Dude, I feel like I'm hallucinating now. I'm at the point of the sleepover where it's like things are just like I'm just a little goofy. And that's actually my vibe of the week. I think I was goofy. Was I goofy last week?
No,
Or
you
2
were
weeks
just
ago?
stressed. That was 2 weeks ago.
I was stressed.
Yeah, because your camera didn't work.
No, for my vibe of the week. Do you remember my vibe?
Oh,
my feeling?
your vibe?
Gosh.
I don't. I remember mine.
I'm feeling goofy, but I'm also feeling yeah, I would say goofy. I just feel like I've been in a goofy mood. Been kind
a
of
goofy guy.
Yeah, I feel like I've been just like really hitting on a lot of jokes in real life. Maybe not so much on the pod. I feel like I haven't got a ton of laughs in the last couple episodes, but
Pods are tough.
but it's tough. It's a tough crowd. Sometimes you gotta throw new material if you've been talking to the same people every Monday. But I feel like I've been getting some good laughs in public off of some of the bits that I've been doing, and so I don't know. I'm just feeling goofy. And to shout out another goofy guy, Josh Allen. He had a funny. He got his jersey retired. Reed, can you pull this up, or is it?
I can.
Get the document.
Give me a second.
He got his jersey retired in Wyoming, and he went up to like a college kid who was wearing his jersey, found the perfect kid to do this, and the Buffalo Bills posted this on their social. We'll check it out here.
I'm playing it. I'm not gonna share the screen because it's gonna screw up the camera angles.
Okay.
Script the vibe.
But
So do I need to explain it?
It'll be in the scene. They can see it, but you can't. But you've already seen it.
So I got to describe it to Ian.
Yep.
Okay. He goes up to a college kid who's wearing like a helmet, like a construction helmet, and goes, "You're the perfect guy for this job. I need the longest beer snake that you could possibly make, like of empty cups." He's like, "I'm on it." And so when the game was going on or whatever, for his jersey retirement, they had the longest like beer snake probably in the history of Wyoming football fan, whatever name of the stadium is, all the way up to like the upper deck for Josh Allen. It was great.
Wow.
So, it was just funny because
cool.
he found the perfect person for that. He like went up into the crowd. He's like, "Hey, you!" The kid's like, "Me." It's so funny. Anyways, kind of hard to.
Oh, it's good.
Explain that.
He'll just have to watch the pod.
You'll have to watch it and see it, I guess.
Or at least the
Another
last-
thing,
the last minute.
I'm not gonna do this phone because we can't show it to everybody or show it. And I do not want to try to explain it, but yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have anything else? Any other vibes or any last minute things?
I want the viewers to comment down below. Guess how long we've been filming for.
This is actually unedited.
Yeah.
And what time did we start tonight?
I'm proud of ourselves for starting on time.
Ish.
It's been
I
way
like
worse.
honestly, I feel like I'm willing to share more, with the time that you start this podcast. Like I'm more open, I'm ready
Yeah.
to be vulnerable. I'm ready to share who I am more
Yeah.
so with you guys because of this timing. So
It feels we really cultivated a vibe of like boys at a sleepover, or girls if they ever come on the podcast or want to talk to us. Where it's like you feel like you're at your at maximum vulnerability, where you're like all staring up at the ceiling, like just sharing things because it's like all dark. You guys know what I'm talking about?
You're
Nope,
laying in
just
bed,
me.
you're
All
like
right.
trying to go to
Did
sleep, but
you-
everybody's just like keeps talking and like
Yeah.
little one-liners. Yeah,
And
I
next
know what
thing
you're
you
talking
know,
about.
you see the sun start to come up. You're like, oh my
Yeah,
God, we
man, we gotta
messed
go to
up.
bed.
My parents are going to
Dude,
chew
that's
my
what-
ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna be such a log tomorrow.
I have to go help my
Dude.
dad chop wood. He's going to be so pissed. I decided to stay up at the sleepover till 5 in the morning. And he's going to ask me. And I'm going to have to tell him. Because he's going to see me dragging ass. He's going to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
great.
speaking from personal experience at all.
Yeah. No, that sounds personal. But yeah, no, this is great. Ian, thank you so much for coming on. Obviously, it's fun to chit chat with you in general. We would probably talk almost as much about random stuff if we ran into each other.
I didn't
down
even
the
know
cities.
that this was a podcast. This was just
Are
a
we
fun
recording?
Zoom call. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
This
we
is
were
just a meeting.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's great. It was great. But really, truly, thank you for coming on and sharing your loves and passions, because you never know who you're going to inspire down the road. And so I appreciate you taking time to share your story. And yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. Derek, Mitch, Reed, thank you, fellas. I appreciate this opportunity. You know, takes a lot of work to put this stuff together, and so shout out to the crew for taking the time to whip up some magic. And
Dude,
it means
yeah,
a
they're always
lot
whipping
that
them. Magic fingers over there.
that you approved of Derek's request of having me on. So it's a treat.
Yeah, it was quite the process of trying to approve you.
Happy
There's a
wife,
big
happy
background check.
life.
Yep.
What
yep,
Derek
yep,
gets,
yep.
he wants.
Oh.
It's also great
It's
having.
either-
It was great having you on because, like, you obviously do a lot of video work and editing and stuff. So, like, getting to talk that, it's great for me. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like we could talk for like another hour just about video production.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I could eat it up.
Yeah.
I could do like 3 more hours. I'm just like, you're so
We three should start a podcast about
video
video and media
Yeah.
stuff, and then bring Derek on and be like, so Derek, what's it like to be a part of a podcast?
This would be so good. Yeah, this is great.
Talk
This
to
is
April
great.
us
Fool's
about
episode.
post-production.
This can be
Yeah.
an April Fool's episode.
This is such like a kind of a meta. It's a meta
What is-
pod.
What's your pre-production routine? How do you prepare for production?
Yeah.
What's your
Like right- oh,
workflow
like
look
us?
like in Premiere Pro?
Oh no, you're just asking rhetorical.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought you actually wanted to know. No, but seriously, thank you again. If you want to check out some of Ian's work, head to sasquatch.com. Would that be the best place to?
Sasquatch.media.
Oh, sorry, .media. I knew that. Sasquatch.media. That's SSQTCH. Nailed it. See,
Yep.
no vowels. Take all the
impressive.
vowels out. Yeah. And check out their stuff. They got some good things going over there. And if you have any inquiries, you can find the contact information down there. Yeah, dude.
Thanks,
Good to
D.
see you, man. Good to see you.
You too. This is a treat.
Remember, don't let your professional sports teams control your vibe. Okay. Good vibes up.
Peace.
See ya.
Good vibes up.
Right, that's a wrap.
That'll do it.
Oh, my butt hurts.